We out here staying connected. There you go with that dance. Hey, that's a signature, man. I love when you do it. You bring a lot of energy to a lot of people, man. That's a lot of the messages that I get. And people love your energy behind your fight.
Well, and we need that. I mean, some days can be rough days, so we got to figure out how to put a smile on our face.
And you know, I remember every interview that we do and talk about. I stay in tune. And the last time we ended off with, you was going through a lot at the time. You know, it was a bad month for everybody because of your niece. And you was ready for the kids to go back to school.
I'm just happy that that's over. Yeah. I'm just relieved that, because November, December, and January sometimes can be rough. Well, October, November, and December can just be rough. So I'm just...
Yeah. But you're doing better. You look better too.
Yeah,
I see you with your Janet Jackson gear on. Look at her. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So what's been going on, man? I talked to your mom, man, and she told me that this eye situation,
Man, I just been kind of sad about, just things that's going on with, the eye.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if we can say ice or not, but I think everybody understands.
Yeah.
But we're gonna keep it with the eye.
I just feel like it's just so sad because I mean, your neighbor, your friends, people you may work with and form relationships with, they're people just like us, and everybody has feelings, everybody has a heart. And it just makes me sad that it comes to this. I mean, Martin Luther King, they just passed, and, I have a dream, and how we supposed to come together as unity. It shouldn't be separated. It shouldn't be one's better than the other, or because you didn't eat what I eat, or, come from where I come, that makes you any less than.
So what you recently experienced, or what happened in your life that damaged you a little bit?
Well, it just...
Is it the news, or was it what happened to that lady with that pillow behind you?
Okay. Yeah, it just...
It's messing up your shirt.
Yeah, it just makes... growing up, when I was in Cleveland, what's so crazy is it's a lot of diversity. When my mom was out in the street, I formed relationships and I had friends with people that wasn't like me. Okay, they were a lot different. And I remember it was a guy, he was a drag. And when I tell you, his heart was so pure and just, I love all different people, races, genders. I don't discriminate. And I remember in Cleveland, we had a strip where a lot of the prostitutes would walk up and down the road. That's how they hustled. That's how they did their thing. And he was a drag. But
what
when
street
I tell
is
you,
that?
he was a beautiful drag in Cleveland. What's the name of that street where all the prostitutes used to walk through? Mike the Hatter? Prospect.
Prospect?
Yeah. Well, downtown. And that's what he did. He would walk back and forth the strip. When I tell you, this drag was beautiful, light skinned, boobs. He taught me how to do my makeup. He taught me how to be a lady. And one thing about him, now he walked the strip, okay, but this, looked like a model. Looked like a model. I remember him taking me to see his shows. And back in the day in Cleveland, we had this gay club that was the shit. Everybody went there, and he would do his shows. And when I tell you he was bad, not only was he bad beautifully wise, but his personality, he was funny as hell.
I always hear that I don't mean to cut you off, but they said, and I've known a few gay people, and they were all cool.
Yeah.
They said they real cool.
Real cool.
Yeah.
And the one thing about some of the gay men that I've always loved, my gay men, is they go-getters. You go out to their house, a lot of gay men, they shit is clean. Very organized. Everything's matching. Mirrors, decor, on fleek. They know the best fashions, and they can read you. They can read you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Had you dying laughing. I never forget, he was walking the strip, and it was a guy, he was being ignorant, because back in the day in Cleveland, it was like, to be a drag, you were looked down upon.
Right.
I never forget, a guy was making fun of him. We was walking, and I got nervous because I've always seen him with heels and, you know, real girly girl. So the man was talking shit, and I said, listen, I think we better just leave. I think we just better go. He said, now his voice is soft as mine. His voice got deep. He said, you ain't got to worry about shit. And I was like, that's when it came to me, like, damn, this, you know, this really is a man.
Yeah.
Now, he looked beautiful. I'm talking about gorgeous. Boobs. He wanted to get the operation to get his, you know, thing tucked in. Mm-hmm. But I say this to say, sometimes people may not look like us. They may come from a different place than us, but they people. They people. Yeah, everything that's going on with this thing in the eye, you know, that could be you. That could be your loved ones. You know, everybody has feelings.
Takes all kinds to make a world.
Somebody's mother, somebody's nana. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just hate that it comes to this because, you know, here, this is supposed to be a place for everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody dreamed of coming here. Everybody, you know, this was like the unity. And so much has just changed.
Yeah. So what you think this is starting to become, man? What is it looking like to you? I know what it looked like to me, but what is it looking like to you right now?
It's really sad.
Because you know you got to protect you and your family and keep staying there. I mean, you don't even really want to endorse nobody dating out their race at this point because they want to destroy that kind of love.
I say, though, if whoever you love, because I'm a big advocate on whoever you love, go after it. Yeah. Race, I'm not gonna go into the sexuality. I'm
love open. Who you love, but it is sad that we, you know, you gotta hide now. I mean, not so much hide, but just with the eye running around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's terrible.
Yeah.
It's sad, and I know I'm not the only person who, when I see this, they're going from different states. Your heart, it feels something because it's like, damn.
A lot of folks just don't want to speak up on it. You know what I mean? So you're not the only one that feel that way. Yeah. And it's okay to let it out. And especially on 365 because, you know, this is a place where we can detox and let everything out of us, man. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? If that's what's bothering you this weekend, you got to keep your head in the game to be a mom and to do what you got to do and take care of your mom. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, it's a lot going on in this world, man. That's why I say self-preservation, man. Take care of our homes. But your kids they come to you, they watching the news, the internet, social media. I mean, what kind of stuff they come to you about, man, with their complaints when it comes to that? Because I know they hear about it.
Well, my kids, they go to an all-black school, so, but,
So what do you mean? They ain't heard about that there?
No, they hear about it, but not as much as, like, some schools that's more diversity with different, colors and shades. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I was hearing they were actually going up to the school when people were picking up their kids and, you know, getting rid of some of the parents. And I said to myself, that's messed up. Mm-hmm. Could you imagine going to pick your kid up from school and something like that happening? And, you know, I mean, you think back in time, I'm not going to keep going because I know this is not a social studies, but we think about us.
Yeah, but it's what's on your mind right now.
When they was on the ship, when they was on the ship and they brought us back, think in your heart, damn, you know, it might have not been us per se, but your ancestors. Yeah, your people. They've been through it. So, yeah, I think it's sad. Diversity. Everyone should be able to be who they are, and I believe that, you know, I just don't like that.
Yeah.
That just saddens my heart that we come to that where you don't look like me and your skin isn't the color of my skin, so I'm gonna ship you off. Yeah. What next? Because everybody's eyes ain't purple. No, you can't be like that. We all are different.
Takes all kind to make a world peace.
And that's what makes it so beautiful. The different, you know, like I even say with my melatonin people, you know, we different shades. You got dark, you got light, you got skinny, you got thick. That's what makes us beautiful. Mm-hmm. I mean, from the darkness of the dark, and I be like, damn, that's a handsome dark-skinned brother. Or when I see a light-skinned brother, I'm like, shit. You know, down to the sisters, how we built, you know, our structures, our features. And I'm like, wow.
So let me ask you, since we're talking about exterior and fad, and we know you into that fashion heavy.
I love fashion.
Is that the only hair you rock?
Well, I normally
It
do
looks
my
nice.
platinum. Thank you. I normally do my platinum, and I had thought about going platinum, but I said,
Okay.
I don't want to do too much. I better tone it down.
Okay.
So lately, I've been toning things down, but normally I love my platinum.
Platinum will
hair.
be different. I wouldn't mind seeing that on.
Oh yeah, platinum.
Platinum will be different.
Back in the day, I mean, the platinum and the cowboy hats, I did it.
Did you always wear it big like that?
I do.
What got
I
you?
do.
What got
because
you?
This reminds me of Aretha Franklin.
I was getting ready to say
Khan.
sugar. I was gonna say
Shaka
Sheila
Khan, let me
E.
rock it. Let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Let me rock it. That's all I want to do is let me rock it. Let me rock it. Let me rock it, Shaka Khan. Look at that.
Ah, you got the truth now. There you go. You done got the pain out now. Here go Peach. I was thinking more of Sheila E. But when you said Shaka Khan, I guess that do ride
Yeah,
together.
Tina
though, man.
Turner.
Yeah, there you
know, rolling.
How your sister been, man? You talk to her?
She's doing marvelous. She is really a busy farmer.
Yeah, I know. She catching eggs down.
Oh my God.
I need to get over there and talk to her.
You know, when I think of my sister, I'm like, shit, this didn't change. I feel like I'm watching the Geographic Channel.
She teaching you something like
she really is. Because, I mean, that's things you don't see really in the hood. Like, don't get me wrong. I was brought up in the hood. I spent a little time in the suburbs. And my sister grandmother, like I spoke before, she had that farm. Chickens and roosters. We went out there. We had to clean the barn. We had to take all the caca. We had to throw it all in the garden. That's what we used for fertilizer. We had to get eggs. I used to work from sunup to sundown. And that's where I get a lot of my work ethnic from. My sister's stepmother, I spent a little time with her out in Parma Heights. Parma Heights is a predominantly, well, when I was around, white neighborhood. So when we first moved in
North
the
side of
community,
Cleveland?
it's the west side of
West side of
Cleveland.
West side is where
Well,
all the blacks at, really.
well, no, that's more mainly like Harvard, Maple Heights, Warrensfield.
What's that, east?
Yeah, out east, Superior, St. Clair with Bone Thugs and well, I don't know if I can say all that.
You can.
Okay, yeah.
It's all public.
So I've been all around in Cleveland, but in Parma, I went to a high school that was predominantly white. It was only me. I had another best friend. She's black, and it was Sebastian out of the whole high school. And the crazy thing was
Sebastian was black.
He was black. Okay. He was the cutest, handsome black guy. But the thing with Sebastian is he didn't like black girls. All he wanted was the pretty white girls, you know. So
yeah, I got it.
Me and her, I remember going to her family house, and that's where I would see the most of the black people at. So when people look at me, they say, "Damn," because I do talk proper and I do act a little different. I'm not really, what's the word I want to use? Real like urban.
You ain't extra hood.
I'm not hood. Like
you ain't extra.
My sister is hood and a motherfucker.
Your sister is hood.
Yeah.
But she ain't hood.
No, but she's not really
That's
hood.
crazy. She hood, but she ain't hood. She can get hood.
It's so funny because a lot of the guys that I've dated, they be like, I don't normally date black women, but I would date you. And they would tell me because you act like a white girl. Like they used to say I was like the clueless girl. You remember the movie Clueless?
I do.
Yeah. And that's kind of like how they would. But I think
But you got similarities of a lot of people with your whole swag.
Yeah,
you know
I am
what I mean?
different.
Because if you don't talk again, you got that Miss Parker thing going.
But
then you got that who you said with that big hair,
Aretha Franklin.
You got that Aretha thing because
Yeah.
you like throwing that leg up. You love to dance.
When I think of Aretha, you know, Aretha from Michigan, Detroit, and I love her because she's like one of the down women that was like, you
ever
know,
got to see her
Southern,
perform?
No, I never met her. But you know what? I relate to so many women that's from the D, the older generation. When I go there, it seems like that's my people. Like I have someone, my kid's father, his mom is Adrian. That's what I call her.
Yeah.
And that's where she is at. And I just relate more on the older women.
Yeah.
So I think with me, that's where a lot of my demeanor is, because I don't want to hang around a lot of young people.
I'm glad you said that, because one biggest question is what do you want to get out of this? Which I know, but I want you to give it to the viewers. What do you want the young girls that's watching you to get out of this? Now, mind you, the whole journey that you've been through with mom, dealing with what you're dealing with a mother, and now what you're dealing with in the community. What would you want these young girls that's watching your stories get out of it?
I just want the women that has children that feel like they was left behind and they was abandoned to raise kids, that this here is a short period of your life, and this too shall pass, because so many women that's taking care of children, they suffer from depression and everything else because they depressed. They're sitting at home with the kids with what you call them things on their head?
Bonnet.
A bonnet. And they feel discouraged, and I just want to say this: you're gonna get through this. You're gonna get through this, and sometimes when we going through stuff, it can sometimes seem just a bit too much. And I also want to say the women that's different, that's not like your average woman, it's okay to be who you are. So like who you are. If you like a man, if you like a woman on woman, it's okay to be who you are. Don't feel like you are less than, not enough, not pretty enough, the weird one, amazing.
What about that sister that's scared to be by herself? Not saying she's scared to be like responsible.
Okay.
But to be independent, have to do it by herself. They're so used to having a man around, a mama, brother, somebody, and they just can't let go. What about that sister?
Okay.
Have you been in that position before where you got a cat and you just don't want to let him go?
Okay, so let me tell you, I dated a guy and I learned a valuable lesson on have your own shit. He had 3-4 cars in the parking lot, and they were his cars. I was riding around in a hoopty, and I noticed with him, I'm never gonna get ahead. He fed me just enough to keep me there and keep me begging. Keep coming back. It's nothing like having your own shit. Yeah, you want a man, but don't depend on that motherfucker.
You
be
said that.
Woman enough to get out here, stand and put your feet on the ground and pave the way for yourself. The looks, this shit here, it fades in time.
It's just an exterior.
That's it. My grandfather, he told me, he said, them looks, you ain't gonna look like that forever. What you gonna do behind it?
I know a lot of fly people I grew up with don't look the same.
No, have your own. Work hard for your own. Don't let motherfucker come in, eat your kid's snack, trying to bring clothes, because that's what they do. They bring one little thing and then they act like they done forgot some shit, and then they want to come back. Don't fall for none of the tricks. They're going to be taking your cars, and the next thing you know, the baby mama, if you decide to marry, going to come after you for child support.
And that's going to change the home.
Yeah. So make it about you. You got kids. Be about you and your kids. Because that's what it's about at the end of the day. Because a motherfucker be with you today and be with Shaniqua and be with Susie tomorrow. So you make sure, if nothing else, you look out for you and your kids.
Self-preservation. Hey, listen, I appreciate you every daggone time, and I love when I ain't got to ask you to get that advice. It just come from your heart. And I just want you to speak to the girls that just didn't know how to let go. And you gave it to them. And y'all heard that from my girl Peach. We out here staying connected. Let's go.